Hello, this is High Templar with my new Total War Warhammer mechanics video, and today we'll be talking about one of the new Chaos units that came to us with the King and the Warlord DLC, or more specifically the Wurzak 3 DLC, and these are the Marauder Horsemasters. So this is basically upgraded version of Marauder Horseman, and I'm screaming there isn't Marauder's Horsemaster throwing axes, but we will take what we can get. Now, those guys have more health, more armor, quite more armor, up to 50, more leadership, slightly tiny bit less of speed by 2, melee attack much greater and defense, and more charge bonus, slightly less ammo, bigger range and much higher missile damage. Those guys' missile damage is armor piercing 6, normal 16, and those guys is armor piercing 8, non-armor piercing 18. So quite significant change. However, we do have upgraded version of Marauder Horseman with throwing axes, and those guys do have 21 armor piercing, 6 missile damage, 6 normal. If you compare them to Horsemasters, well, it is pretty much the same. However, not much more health, much more armor, slightly less leadership, melee attack and defense, but not much more. More ammo, more charge bonus, more range, much more range, and more missile damage. However, like I said before, non-armor piercing. So this seemed to be quite an interesting unit, and how it would work in different scenarios. So firstly, let's test it against let's test Horsemasters against axe-throwing horsemen, because, well, Horsemasters have armor piercing. I mean, throwing axes has armor piercing, but that should be a pretty solid win. Just the question is how much of a solid win. How much better are Marauder's Horsemaster over normal ones? As you can see, unit is losing health, but the other unit is breaking. Let's just see that. At about half of a health and 20 men dead. However, the throwing axes managed to kill 20 of the Horsemasters, so throwing axes are not so bad, but they break way before. So there is a slight difference, there is not that much of a difference. Let's see them in different scenarios. Let's compare them when they are taking on big guns. I mean, let's start maybe with Gors. Gors are low armor units, so it should be very preferable. It should go way into the Horsemasters if you compare the kills and the shots, basically. So let's see if it will. Throwing axes here, Marauder Horsemasters here. General unit is being attacked by throwing axes. This unit is being attacked by Horsemasters, and those guys are trying to switch, but as you can see, not that much of a difference between the units, although the throwing axes killed more gore before, because, well, armor piercing axes deal more damage. I'm trying to attack the same unit, which will not be easy. However, we did manage to get the right guys into the right unit, and as you can see, Horsemaster doing quite decisively when it comes to health. So the unit being attacked by Horsemasters have significantly more health. by 1300. However, those guys 33 kills. Interestingly, throwing axes only 5. It started to go in their way at the very beginning, but later on they didn't manage to score that much. Those guys are more precise, but both units do take health from the gores. Let's try something more interesting. Let's try a unit that is actually medium armored unit. So basically Biguns. Biguns have 50 armor. Same scenario, attacking 2 Biguns unit, and those guys will be, well, they will be more working according to plan. So we can pick each one with each unit. Unit being attacked by throwing axes, 8 kills, 7300 health, 70 on this unit, however only 7 kills. So more health, less kills, but not much more. Interestingly enough, because of the range and because of other things, Horsemasters seem to be doing much better than the throwing axes, even against the unit that has 50 armor. 3100, 2700, not that much of a difference. 56 kills at the end of the test and 50 in here. So the throwing axes seem to be starting ahead and then slacking, just as with the gores. But the difference is there. It's visible, basically. So maybe let's test them against heavy armor units. And this obviously should go to the throwing axes, because 21 armor piercing damage is no joke. I remind you, only 8 armor piercing on the Horsemasters. And let's pick one unit and do the same. These are throwing axes, and as you can see from the very beginning, significantly more damage. Already 6700, 7600. So yeah, 900 difference, and 8 kills versus 0 kills. Huge armor makes a huge difference in this particular case and in this test. And let's just stop the test at this very moment. 0 kills still here, 6800 health, 9 kills here, 5500. Obviously going to the throwing axes. So there is still a reason to bring those guys in. I don't, however, believe there is much reason to bring your regular horsemen, although they cost significantly less. They just have too low of morale. So how would Horsemaster unit do against Ungor Raiders? So basically the doom of all missile craft is your range units, your standard infantry range units. However, Ungor Herd is very low armor, and those guys are very good against low armor units. On the other hand, they do have some armor, and Ungor Raiders are very bad against very bad against armor. Only 1 armor piercing on this unit, like goblins. And as you can see from the very beginning, those guys struggle to even shoot against the Horsemasters. They are returning fire, but it is doing very little. Finally. And yes, they are doing some damage, but it seems that Marauder's Horsemasters do more damage than an Ungor Raider, which is very interesting because Ungor Raider cost 550 and those guys 750. So it should be more or less an even fight, especially that those guys can charge in. So they have more options. Finally, let's see how those guys will be handling Quarrelers. Quarrelers are a bane of Missile Cav. They do decent armor piercing, they are just excellent at what they do, and they have very high armor and they don't break much. So let's pick two Marauder Horsemasters and charge with the one and just attack with the other and see the results. Already started to being peppered by the Quarrelers. Salva just before the hit, but now they are hitting, and as you can see on the charge, they are doing not so bad. But already after charge, the unit is starting to lose slightly. This unit, however, starting to lose badly. They have actually killed only one Quarreler, haven't taken that much health, and already must run away. That much of a difference between a unit, Quarrelers, that cost very similarly to Ungor Raiders. This unit, on the other hand, was just peppered down by these Quarrelers. However, before that, they were doing well. They were losing either way, but they did kill 9 dwarves and took some health from them. However, should they run away and try to cycle charge, they would be shot in the back, and then they would be shot in the front. So that would probably end. That would probably end that attack very fast. Either way, this is pretty much it. So, final results for those guys. They are okay. They are Missile Cav that you can rely on more, that have higher damage. You can use them against soft and medium targets with significant results actually. I would call that pretty decent results. And they cost only 100 more than your axe throwers. 650 to 750. So yeah, they are good bargain if you are fighting some of the factions. However, they won't be doing well against heavy armored units like Quarrelers, well, generally don't take them against dwarves unless you want to take down their gyrocopters. Then just take the throwing axes, they would do better. Against most of other factions, those guys should be pretty good because they have quite some ammo, they can shoot this ammo, they can kill the Black Orcs even, if they will lose most of their ammo, but they will kill the Black Orcs, and then they can still charge and do at least some moderate damage to any unit, especially low armor units. And yeah, that's pretty much it. No, not something great, not something very bad, useful in some cases. If you like Missile Cav, that might be a unit for you. I might be using it, but I don't think I will be using it often, even though I play Chaos a lot. So, this is it. I hope you like it. If you did, press like, comment if you will, and see my other videos, my mechanics videos, my DLC analysis videos, and my Let's Plays in Total War series and other games. Thank you for watching, and see you later.